Good morning, and you are welcome to the Nigerian World Immigration Embassy. This is not your father's house. There are rules and regulations that you must obey. Is it your son? Try to sit down properly. This is an embassy. At this juncture, I want you to listen carefully. Bribery is not allowed. I hate it. I reject it. I detest it. I fight it. I don't like bribery. You try it, I chase you out. But if you want to show love, why not? Show love. My name is Moses. I love love. Show love. I will take it. And if you want to make any photocopy of any documents, per copy is 10,000 naira. If you know you cannot afford it and you want to go out and get me photocopy, just know you cannot come back. I will not allow you to come back because your visa will automatically be denied.
The other thing people did not know is that I'm a virgin.
What? Come again.
Why am I coming again? I said I'm a virgin, so I should come again. I don't understand. Yeah, but can we just move on from that topic so we not?
Welcome to another episode on Glamour Diary. My name is Messil Desin and I remain your host. We have in the studio today Mr. Ogaga Daniel Asagba. He is an indigene of Delta State from Sapele local government. He attended the esteemed University of Benin with a bachelor's degree in English and literature. Mr. Daniel, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are glad to have you.
Same here.
All right, Mr. Daniel, tell us about your school days.
So my school days was a blend or a mixture of drama, the rough life, and the party guy, yeah? While I was in secondary school, I used to be a very shy person. I used to be a very shy guy. And so it's actually posed as a problem for me while I was in secondary school. That was quite popular. I just saw university to be the platform where I could get to fix all of that. So I had a mission going to Uniben. So I told myself that I wasn't going to miss any class. I told myself I was going to be very popular. I told myself I was going to be very well known in the university then. And that was it for me. What I am today is as a result of my association with kind of friends I had, association with platforms I found myself in. Like we got the Playhouse Uniben in my department, English and Literature, and that has an affiliation with the Theatre Arts department. So every semester or every session, we always do our own stage play and all of that. That actually birthed the passion for acting. So yes, it has been a blend of all of that. I was going to be a party guy, the life of the party. Like I said, I had a plan to be in the band, to do a lot of things, to be known. So I had to look for every opportunity to be known, as it were. So yeah, that's it.
I hope you had fun.
Yes, I had fun. Sometimes I feel like I should go back to Uniben. Actually had the intention of going back to Uniben to study law. Yes, because I was actually, probably, what's the word? Very used to the environment, to the Uniben environment. I felt like it was not the right time for me to move on from the University of Benin. Okay. So, but it's a long story. That's another story for another day. So yeah, that's all it right. Basically. Yeah.
All right. So tell us your journey into the movie industry, your journey so far.
So the truth is, right from when I was a kid, I've always unconsciously found myself doing this acting thing. So I remember in my primary school, we did a drama that was aired on our local station then, I think the DBS or so. And that was how the journey started. Okay. But for me here in Lagos, it started in the year 2018. I wanted to go back to Uniben to become a lawyer. Yes, because my father would say, this guy is be arguing, that could defend one or two, so you should go and study this law. And so I wanted to do all of that. But so my brother had to tell me that instead of spending 5 years in Uniben, why don't you spend out 5 years in chasing after what you really want to become? And that was just to be on screen. It was not necessarily being an actor, just be on screen, just be popular. Do you understand? Right? Whether it's through music or through entertainment, through comedy or through the acting, just be on screen. And so when I got to Lagos 2018, I was looking for a job just to while away time so that because when I moved to Lagos, I was staying with my brother, so I didn't want to just be a liability. So I had to look for a way to just try to make ends meet. So I started applying for jobs. I remember I went to I applied for one of these jobs on the island to be a teacher, and they offered 35,000 a
Hold
month.
on to be a teacher.
Crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it started that way. So and it said 35,000 naira. That was way too small because I said, I'm on the island. Why should you guys be offering 35,000 naira? So I didn't take that. I had on that offer. They said they're going to give me a call back. Up to now, I'm still waiting for that call back since 2018. And for some reason, while I was at home, so a friend of mine, while we were in Uniben as well, she posted something on her status and said they're looking for actors like extras to be on set for 3 days at the pace about 5,000 naira a day. That was the Blessing Egbe's production. And I had to tell her, like, how fun, Annabelle, what's up? I just saw this where is this thing going on now? She said, it's Shago Tedo, like, it's on the island. Really? Like, I'm in Lagos right now. Can I come for this? Like, why not? Come. You're an actor, now come. And so that was how I got there. So I saw the settings, I saw the producer and the director there, Blessing Egbe, and she was very nice. I like her personality. She's one of my mentors, though. I like her personality. I saw people there. I saw how people were rolling. And for me, I was like 5K a day for 3 days, 15,000 naira. When school was trying to offer me 35,000 naira a month, this is your opportunity. So that was how the journey started. And she told me something that, Gaga, you are very talented. You need to, now that you're in Lagos, you need to start doing networking. You need to ask this guy how they get their updates. Do you understand? And that was how I met one of these guys, Randy Peter is quite popular. I'm sure you know me very well. He's one of those guys that used to do this, has this very mad memory that calls presidents of different countries or names of different countries. So it was one who actually shared the updates for me that I had to join a particular group. I got updated. And from there, that's how the journey started. I started getting extras role that led to me getting script roles, going for auditions, and cut long story short, that's how I got here.
Quite an interesting story.
Thank God, though. Thank God.
And through your story, I can see someone with passion, someone who is passionate about the job, someone
Yes.
who is dedicated. Because from 2018 till 2024 is a couple of years.
Yes.
And from then, you have been able to do quite well for yourself. Kudos to you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank God.
All right.
Yes.
Gaga.
Yes.
Okay. Have you heard of Lady Gaga? Like
Yeah,
Gaga, Lady Gaga.
I used to
Gaga,
like her
Gaga.
then, but
Okay. Oh,
I
she's
changed my feelings
married.
she's married, so it broke my heart.
Sorry. All right, Mr.
Yeah.
Gaga. From your profile,
Yes.
I saw a couple of movies that you're featured in.
Yes.
One of which was nominated for the AMVCA.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you throw more light on that particular movie?
I'm sure you're talking about Visa on Arrival.
Yes, Visa on Arrival.
Yes. So I started that project the year 2020. Yes, 2020. That was around that December. So I remember going for auditions. So I had to go for the auditions. It was through the auditions I got the role of Moses for Visa on Arrival. In fact, how it all started is like a miracle, honestly, because like you said, I got the passion. I've seen myself from the beginning, how I'm going to be, where I'm going to be at a particular time. And so I did not take for granted auditions. I did not take for granted self-development. So I saw myself in this audition, of which I was a bit reluctant to go. My cousin and I were at home, and we were like, what are we going to do? Let's just go for this audition. What are we doing? I'm all this laziness. The guy said, we'll go. I said, we'll go now. What do they do for you? So meanwhile, the audition was supposed to start by 9. I think they were supposed to do clearance, do some formalities before the audition by 9. And we ought to be there since 8. And I got there late. I got there like around after 12 to 12. And I think they were telling me then that we could not. You're not going to do the audition. People came very late. People did not do the registration. You didn't do all of that formalities that you're not going to register. And at some point, I was saying, I have to register that. Do you know where I'm coming from? That I'm coming from Ijani. I'm coming from Ijaniki. How can you tell me not to? They said, someone's coming from Ibadan. I said, someone that coming from Ibadan, someone that coming from Ijaniki. Which one do you think is father? I think time I'll leave Ijaniki to come to this place for this audition. I'm sure an Ibadan person will probably be here like an hour before. So these two arguments and banter. And the person said I wasn't going to be audition because I came very late. And for some, I think the person had to go and relate it to Bovi. And Bovi said, "What are those guys that are trying to that came late and trying to?" And I said, "I'm here." And I said, "Okay, it's fine. That we just give them a chance. Let's see what they can do." And that was how myself and my cousin and a friend as well we got in there. And Bobby said something. Bobby said, "Be honest. Make not lie. Where una they come from?" Then I told him that, "Sir, they come from Aja." Say you Aja, you. I was Aja. So now they go last, now they come from Janiki. Sir, is the. So we just laughed and he said, "Let me see what you got." So we did our audition and that was it. And before I knew, I got a call back to be on set. Of which when I was told the story of how I got the role. So they were sending pictures, right? And so they're sending pictures of who is going to play Moses. So both were just probably like sending me pictures. You're like, this is not my Moses, this is not my Moses. So when I got to the point, Bobby saw my picture. That's when he said, "This is my Moses," and that was how I got the role of Moses on Peace and River. So yeah, it's crazy, miraculous, like I said.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Quite interesting. So your role as Moses, how would you interpret it, like in this modern generation, as in our time? Because Moses, is he related to the Moses we knew in the Bible?
No, that Moses in that Peace and River is not related. They are very like world apart. Yes. So Moses is a very it's probably called the angry bird. He's angry for no reason. Like you do not see his source of anger. He's almost angry with almost everybody, and he's a corrupt officer that tries not to want to make it very obvious. So you see him saying things like bribery is not allowed. It's a very serious phase. Bribery is not allowed, but you can show love. You understand? So you see a twist there. So it tends to be very straightforward. It tends to be very dedicated. By the end of the day, you see the other bad side of Moses, and he tries to see himself as one who's very important. Whereas if you check very well, just a security person, and you see him bragging about him being the chief security officer, he tries not to be intimidated by anybody, and he tries to be on top of his game. He tries to intimidate those who are coming to get their passport, as it were. So, yeah, basically that's his character. He tries to be difficult for no reason, unnecessarily. So yes, that's the.
Okay, this will lead me to my next question.
Okay.
Before taking on a role,
Yes.
do you see yourself in that character or in whatever character you'll be given?
Yes, I tend to see myself in. So, like one of the advantages of being popular. So my popularity was not just me being known, but I was popular and I mingle with a lot of people. You understand? Because it's one thing for you to be known and you do not know the rest. Do not know people that get to know you. It's one thing to be popular, to be known, and you still get to know these guys that know you very well. So I was everywhere. I was everywhere. So because of that, I have lots of friends, and they have different characters. They have different personalities, and I try to want to adjust or try to adapt to these their different characters. So when I come on set, I try to want to substitute that character for a friend that I have. Like I said, so sometimes I don't necessarily have to. The person doesn't necessarily have to be my friend, but it might be character I've seen somewhere. So for the role of Moses, I picture the security character you find in bank. With all due respect to these guys, yes, I'm not saying they are like that too, but I'm just saying. So when you go to bank, you see some of these security wearing these suits, and you think they're staffs, and you think they look very serious and all of that. So you tell good morning, they want to try to intimidate good morning. So that is why I derive my source of inspiration for the role of the character Moses. So I try to see myself in in some of these guys, as it were. And so for me, I try to see a character, I try to substitute a particular character that I know or that I've experienced by seeing the person or by having conversation with the person to be me. To be me, you understand? So I remember when I got into Lagos, I went for an audition. I think it was Ruth Kadiri that did the audition, and she told me she was very stressed and tired because it was a very long day. And she told me that okay, I had the role of Lagos conductor, and I just got into Lagos. I was not really very familiar with Lagos conductor, so it was very difficult for me. So I couldn't do very well. I was like next. So since then, I just told myself that I need to enter a bus so I can understand how this guy, how they talk, how they roll, like how you fight. So I had to study these guys. Sometimes I just be on the bus, I just be looking at these guys, like how they talk. And the reason I did that was for me to be able to understand their character. So that's how it works for me. So as I'm not talking to you like this now, the way you're just nodding you like this now, I'm studying you defaultedly. I'm like, so I'm seeing all of that. So in case they start to come and play a role like you, I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I got
But I
you.
don't roll my eyeballs.
I got you. So that's it for me, basically.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
As an actor in the industry, are there challenges that you face? Can you throw light if there are?
Okay. For me, so one of the challenges I face is it's a good thing. I have to point it out. It's a good thing. The fame. So all thanks to God for making Vision Arrival to be a platform that has actually put me out there. So I do not usually do the things I used to do. It could have been very easy for me to just walk on the street and just do my normal thing and just be me. I could just probably just walk and just dress anyhow, not even comb my hair. I just go to one random market and just do my thing, or just want to go anywhere. I could just enter a bus and just do my thing. But now it's very difficult. So this Nigeria. I think we have this mentality. So because you're on screen, people just speedily assume that you are there, but you don't understand that. Like I'm still trying to
still
get
climbing the
there. I'm
ladder.
still climbing the ladder. Yeah. So people don't really get to understand that. So when they see a very famous person or someone who is popular, who they see on screen, be on the board like how people they see on scene we know you now. So it becomes very embarrassing sometimes. So they create by default or unconsciously they create this pressure for us not to want to. For me, let me use the first person. For me not to be in that situation, so I try to avoid that kind of situation. If I find myself that I need to enter a bus painfully, then I have to look for a cab. I have to try to disguise. I have to be very like quiet. I'm not usually a very quiet person. Before now, I used to be. If I should get to a public transport, any public place, I try to be very like, hey, what's up? Like I said, when I was in school, I had to be life of the party. I had to be the life of every event. But now I can't really be that because I'm trying to not be known basically. Because if
So you
I'm
don't draw
known,
so much attraction.
exactly. Now everybody's looking for content now. Everybody's trying to find content, so you don't want to be a victim of all of that. So I try to avoid all of that. So that is a challenge for me because it's making me turn like I'm not an introvert, but gradually because of me trying to be very careful not to be a content for other people, I try to be very reserved, painfully. So yeah, that's it. Also, for other actors I know, so because you're on screen, right, you have this issue of how can I get to sustain this fame?
Yeah.
And so, what people do not understand that so if you are paid probably let me say 500,000 for a particular project, and you are paid probably like 5 months ago, they start earning 5 months after. And when they start seeing you on screen, thinking that you just collect that money now. They don't know the money I've eaten 5 months ago, and they think that money is going to be there. And the people expect you to live a certain lifestyle, which is sometimes not very almost possible all the time. So I think that poses as a challenge for me. So that's why most times you see actors who are not very focused or sometimes distracted. They want to look for other things to keep them moving. So see some of them have their own side also to be able to fuel their passion for what they do. By the end of the day, they end up being distracted and just ignore the acting thing and just focus on probably 9 to 5 thing because Nigeria is very difficult. People are trying to make ends meet, and if you're not really up there, it becomes very difficult to want to live or sustain that lifestyle. So you see them doing 9 to 5. And painfully for me, so if I have the option of, okay, let me see if I can do one 9 to 5. But at the end of the day, you begin to wonder, like, 9 to 5, you guys already know that people not see you 9 to 5 job. So it's a challenge. So what you try to do, you try to want to find yourself being there by all means, as it were. So my side hustle, aside being an actor, I'm a screenwriter. I'm more a ghost screenwriter. Like, I'm usually the brain behind most of these kids makers you see there and some of the movies. I do not really put my name there. I don't want to mention it for obvious reasons. So that forms my side hustle. So I think that answers your question.
Yeah, that's cool. But another question I would like to ask, I see most of our very, very popular actors and actresses that have been well known. These are veteran actors and actresses. Eventually, as years go by, they fall ill, and we begin to wonder, with all the money these people or these persons have made, why is it that you will not hear fellow actors coming out to say, support this person is not feeling fine and needs such an amount of money to be able to go for this surgery and that surgery. You said something that made me bring this topic up, and I would like to hear your opinion as to why this is. Is it that during their years of acting, what they make us believe that, because permit me to say, for those people who do not know how the fame world works, when they watch the TV and see the way most of our actors, show themselves online, put the cars, the everything that they own online, and then years later, you now start hearing that we are pleading for money on behalf of this person. In your own opinion, what would you think is the cause of these things? Because I've heard of many that I cannot even remember their names again and all of that. So what do you think?
For you to thrive in this industry, you need to understand the industry. You need to move along the industry as it grows.
Okay.
So I'm going to mention someone, Richard Mofedamijo. He didn't just start now, he started like a long time ago, so you can call him a veteran as it were. And you see him still thriving. I see him as one who understands the industry. You see his lifestyle, sometimes the way he dresses, he tries to want to, now the audience, kind of audience we have this Gen Z audience.
Hungry
for, so
fame,
you don't understand fame. So you try to want to do things not to just please a particular audience. You want to try to understand the audience and try to do things that appeal to these guys, or appeal to the mentality of this audience. So for me, right, people will say, why do you have to be in a particular location? Why don't you be in this location so you can actually follow up and do some networking? Because in most cases, people will say, Lagos is like the place of entertainment. Yeah. So you really want to do well as an actor. You want to really feature in cinema films. I'm not trying to rule out the other places, though. But you hear these people say, you want to really do very well, you need to come to the center of entertainment, which is Lagos. You cannot really be there and not and just become what you think you will become and not move to Lagos. You need to make the necessary moves. You need to self-develop yourself. If you are known to be a comedian, you're known to be a comic actor, and you see it's not working for you, I think the necessary thing to do is to, okay, why don't I just try and do something serious? Let me try and work on that. So, because now you need to, like I said, you need to understand the market. So if there's this rush or this drive for serious actors, you try to want to be funny. You try to want to be serious. If there's this rush for those who are funny, you try to want to be funny. If there's a rush for actors active on social media, you need to start being active on social media. If you notice that you see some actors doing skits, you see some actors being in that space, you see some actors trying to network with social media content creators, even TikTok guys. So you see that you need to make some of these necessary moves. But sometimes because of the fact that people didn't really get to understand the audience, they did not get to move along the growth of the industry, I think it becomes a problem. So for me, you need to be I think location matters. Location plays a very important role. I cannot be in Warri and someone says, Gaga, can you be on set tomorrow? Like we have a major role for you tomorrow, and blah blah. And it might become a problem. They say, I'm in Warri, okay, so I'll be coming So they don't want all of that. But it's easier for them to call someone who's in Lagos. So they want to call someone who's in Lagos than one who's in Warri. Who they are a very talented actor. You have other talented actors there, but because you are in Warri, it's going to
Maybe
cause
a limitation.
maybe a limitation,
to
and
that
they
actor.
begin to imagine that if you're a big actor now, for you to transport this guy from
So even now
Enugu or
hosting.
Warri, you have to probably pay his flight ticket. You need to now, so sometimes it becomes a burden for producers. You understand? Because they are
Okay.
trying to want to manage
Cut
their funds,
costs, yeah.
cut costs as it were, and so it can't be doing all of that when it got actors
In Lagos.
present here in Lagos,
Yeah.
got actors who are trying to want to prove a point that they are even better actors.
Yeah.
So like I said, location matters.
Yeah.
You need to self-develop yourself. You need to go out to do network. You need to actually network. You need to kill pride. It's not easy. You need to network. You need to meet people. You need to go out. Because in the course of networking, you're like, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm an actor. Oh, you say, oh. So you need to do all of that. But when you're in your space and you think someone is going to call you, at some point you'll be forgotten.
Yeah.
And gradually
Fade
you begin to
away.
fade away. Then all of a sudden you're like, we still know this. What's happening? It's not so. The acting forms the source of income,
Yeah.
and that source is no longer bringing the income.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? So you see him. Say if it was rich at some point, you see him becoming broke. See him start asking for help painfully. So sometimes, if you know it's not going to work for you, you feel like, you cannot adjust to the lifestyle, to the style of the actor or the entertainment. You see most of these people trying to set up their own business, trying to do their own thing to make them still relevant in whatever in the industry or in the society as it were. So yeah, that's it.
So from what you have just said, I picked a particular word, move with the trends of the time.
Yes.
And you mentioned someone that I really love, Richard Mofedamijo.
Yes.
And there's something I understand about that man is that he moves with trend.
Exactly.
You know, when the Gen Z came out and we were bringing in styles, Baba not the green,
it's
back
there,
to back.
back
He
to
was not
back.
giving us stars. I'm like, this man don't old
Sugar
dress,
daddy.
but he was
It
giving us,
acts.
even in his movies, you see his dress sense, hairdo, everything was just on
point.
point. You know, just to
Yes.
fit the role he's playing, and that was really a perfect
For his
example.
age.
Yes, for his age.
So you
That
see
was a
that
perfect
you see him.
example.
So you see like Mofe Damijo trying to be very relevant regardless. That when you see
Yes.
when a Gen Z will see this guy like, hey, our daddy, sugar daddy.
They can
I'm
relate.
like, I got you.
Yes,
So
they can relate.
You can relate.
Yeah, because most of these actors that I noticed these things happen to, a lot of them, just like it was those days they trended.
Yes.
These days, as the industry is growing, they
Progressing.
could not grow with it. Just like they were stuck in that age,
That age.
where they were. Another thing you said, self-development, keep on being the best at what you
Exactly.
do. Richard Mofedamijo like ticks the whole box for me because he's old, but yet he's still relevant.
Very
Even with
relevant.
this Gen Z generation, is very relevant.
Exactly.
Thank you for that perfect example. And to
welcome.
our veteran actors, and like you said, I'm not one to advise you though. I can only do my best, but I can only say try to move with trends to stay relevant in today's generation and stop saying, because some of them come on interviews and be like, people just forgot about them. People don't give them that, like they started, they were pace setters and all of that. No, stay relevant. That's the only way your audience will keep
Join
coming
TikTok.
after. Yeah, join TikTok. That way they'll keep watching and all of that. Like I said, I'm not your advisor, but that's just my 2 cents on the issue. All right, Mr. Ogaga.
Yes.
In this industry at the moment, can you tell us who you would like to work with?
I would love to work with the Ebony Life
Moabudu.
Moabudu. I really love to work with her. I would love to work with, if it's possible, Genevieve. I also love to work with RMD.
Okay.
Yes, I would love to work with this guy for now. These are people I also crave to want to work with because they form mentors while growing up in the industry. So yes, these are people I look up to as well.
Okay, awesome. And people you have worked with before,
Yes.
how has been your experience with them as an actor? Because the truth be told, it's not easy, like you established earlier on, being an actor.
Yes.
With the fact that a lot of people sometimes, especially when you are not up there yet, they may want to, treat you as one who is not yet an A-list. How have you been able to work with them, and how have the approach been? Because I like, just from my own perspective, I just feel like Nigeria plays a lot of politics and the industry plays a lot of politics. So how has it been for you as an actor who is not even so long in the industry?
You need to know yourself. You need to recognize or understand your value. You do not try to put yourself on them. Sometimes you say turn off for these guys. So for me, I try to want to mind my business in most cases. In most cases, it might not be advisable to a lot of people, but for me, I try to just be professional, basically.
Yeah.
So they say you should come on set by 7, be on set before 7. You're expected to get your lines. You know your lines before coming on set. Because when you do these things and you perform very well, you see that people will begin to have good relationship automatically with you. When you know your worth, when you know your craft, when you understand your craft. So for me, it's by the grace of God. I always give kudos to my creator, God Almighty. It has been by his grace. So I come on set and I would tell you that I have good relationship with whoever I work with. The likes of Bovi. Bovi is a very nice person. It makes it easy for me to be on set. Even sometimes I feel like I'll be bros, so I never really like I got fun. You don't be made deal with us. So it makes me feel very comfy on set, very comfortable on set, and I like that about him. I've worked with lots of producers. I've worked with people like Uche Jumbo. I had the same experience with these people. In here, Edo and the rest. So I had the same experience, bro. Shaggy. I had the same. So it was all cool. But so what I understand is, I know myself. I try to just be professional, basically. And being professional, you see people try to want to work with you seamlessly because they understand that this guy knows what he's doing. So yeah, that's it for me.
Oh, awesome. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you.
So do you plan on producing any movie?
Honestly, not now.
Okay.
Maybe later in the future, yes. But now I just I just want to be very focused on acting and acting majorly, then screenwriting. Yes, like I really want to achieve something like I've said, like I got things to achieve me as an actor, and I want to achieve all of that so I do not lose focus.
Okay.
Because in the course of being a producer, for me, other people could do it, but for me, anything I try to do, I try to want to be very perfect in it. I try to want to stand out in whatever I am doing. So once I get there, then I can start. Okay, let me start producing. One person I would like to work with, I forgot, Ramsey Noah. So he's a mentor for me. So you see him, Ramsey Noah, he was known to be an actor for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we saw his debut, Living in Bondage, and it was a hit.
A big hit.
Yes, so it's someone that was achieved in the industry as an actor. I like, okay, I've gotten that best actor. Everybody knows Ramsey Noah, my name, so let me do something different. And came in as a director, and he's doing very well as a director. So I want to be in that. I want to be known in that light as well. So for now, I do not really consider myself being a producer for now, probably in the future.
Okay. Awesome. Mr. Ogaga.
I got you.
All right. While you were talking,
Yes.
I picked one or two. Now,
Okay.
you talked about your dedication, your passion. I want to ask a question, and this question is directed to your education. As an actor, have you gotten extra knowledge on acting? Have you gone to any other school, movie school, and all of that?
As an actor, I haven't really got into any movie school. Like I
Okay.
said, while I had my education in Uniben, so I studied English and literature. So literature happens to have an affiliation with drama.
Yeah.
Yes, so you got the genres. We talk about the drama, prose, and poetry. So drama is part of it, and of which I started doing drama while I was in school, stage drama. If you want to put that as probably a major or a training platform to become an actor, yeah, I'll consider that one as one of it
Yeah.
for stage acting. Because I noticed that when I got into when I started doing sets, people were saying, this guy, your energy is too much. So I was like, you did stage before, like at this stage, I know what energy is too much, but this is set. You do not necessarily need to shout too much. You can actually just be relaxed and just express yourself. You don't need to be too dramatic. And
Okay.
so all of that. So aside that, in the acting space, I didn't really go for any school aside the official school I had in Uniben.
So, any plans on attending any?
Yes, I intend going to the New York Film Academy in
Okay.
New York. Yeah, in New York. I intend doing all of that, but later.
Well, later.
So when
Okay.
like I said, it's a plan. It's one of the plans. Yes, to be there to further. Like I believe in self development.
Yeah.
I believe in self development. So, in as much as I intend to get there later in the future, that was not erase the fact that personally I try to want to be better. So I watch movies. I try to want to. I'm a very competitive person. Yes, healthily, if I should use that word. So I try to, if I see an actor doing this, I'm like, I should be able to do this thing better now. So if I'm not doing it better, then I'm like, I'm not doing well, I need to be better. So I try to want to be better. Sometimes I just see a random script. I just try to see if I can still memorize it very well. It will be very appalling being on set and they give you scripts and you do not say your lines when it's expected. It's a turn off. So I try to want to do all of that practice just to sustain myself in. Like I said, you need to develop you need to be there, you need to be very active so that someone will not just come and just take your shine as it were. So that's it. Then that's for acting. Then for script writing, yeah, I didn't really go for any school for screenwriting. Yes, so I know I did all of that study myself. I went online because that's one good thing about the internet. So you can actually learn anything online. You got YouTube, you got lots of websites that gives you this platform to learn anything you want to learn.
Yeah.
And so I did all of that development alone. I learned script writing online. I had a mentor, Anita Abada. I have to mention her, Anita Abada. There's someone I looked up to, and I told her, like, come, I'm already writing. So I really want your guy. Like, what do you think? Like, I just wrote one. What do you think? I want you to just criticize for me. And so she did a lot of that. So opening your ears to criticism actually helps you to be better.
Better.
Do you understand? So that is part of the schooling too as well.
Yeah.
Defaultedly. So the ability for you to put yourself out there for people to criticize you and you learn from it. You see yourself developing or getting better. So yeah, that's it for me.
So I asked this question because there may be someone out there who is saying, "Oh, I'm not well educated. I've not attended any movie school or one thing or another," and I needed you to say it so that they can hear it from you, because if you're not dedicated, if you do not have passion, if you don't have the drive for this thing, you may not be able to make it. So this is just an advice for someone out there that would say that, "Oh, I need to go to this film school before I can act." You have heard it from the horse's mouth, like from Mr. Gaga's mouth. You don't need to go to a film school. We are not saying it overrules you not attending at all. But for a start, yeah?
So to be honest, going to film school is an edge. The way the world is, you can actually be educated while at home. Yes, but going to school is an edge.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have the plans to want to further by going to New York Film Academy. I actually went to be a lecturer in theatre arts. It's part of the plan, but this acting became a distraction. It might happen later in the future. So going to a film school is an edge. But you do not necessarily have to limit yourself to going to a film school to be
Yeah.
an actor.
Actor.
I didn't go to any film school to become an actor. But it's an edge. If you see any opportunity for you to go to any film school to be better, why not go for it?
Yeah.
But like I said, do not limit yourself. If you know you don't have that access to a film school, you have the internet, there are lots of monologues online, there are lots of classes on how to become a better actor or to be a good actor. They are online. Go to YouTube, you see lots of them. And if you get to involve yourself in these things, in this practice, you see yourself becoming better. Like I said, you need to go for auditions as an actor. You need to go to audition. You need to network. You need to know how it is done. Go out there, let them criticize you. So if you think you are good, like I said, if you think you are good, put yourself out there so people can see if you are good. So you go for audition. When you think you are better, you go for audition. You tell like, I'm not feeling you. Then you're like, for all this my, you say I'm not feeling like you. I don't feel it. Thank you very much. You can go. I've been on audition just 5 seconds. Person say thank you. You can go. It's painful, but at the end of the day, it's just a room for you to tell yourself that okay, I need to go and start
and grow.
Yes, I need to go back to the books and start improving myself. So, like I said, school is an edge, but it does not limit you from becoming who you want to become.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Aside the Gaga we see on TV, now the Gaga in person.
So, like I'm Gaga, an actor, screenwriter. I might seem to be a snob. I'm sure most people, I get it all the time. So like this guy looks like a snob, doesn't even talk to anybody. Like I said, I try to want to mind my business, go on set and just like press my phone, or reading my scripts. Come and act, I enter sit and do my thing. I'm actually a very jovial person. If you know me very well, you see that this guy. So I always tell people because I'm a worry boy, defaultedly, I have to be lively.
Area.
So you have to be area. That's agbero weariness with my body. So I like to party, but you probably not see me, but I like to party. I love music. Like you to say music they play for the background. I'm sure you say I've not they dance for years now, but I love music. I love dancing. I just love being with people. I love learning. I love learning new things. And sometimes you see me, I'm having some arguments, not for the sake of love for arguments, for the sake of trying to learn, trying to know one or two things. Yes. So probably just putting your stuff, so you're putting your knowledge out there and people criticize the knowledge and like this thing you're talking about make any sense. I take talk it not make any sense. I'm gonna check internet. It not really make any sense. So in checking internet and confirm what you have said does not make any sense. It helps you to grow, to learn. So that's it. So that's all about me for now.
Alright.
So far I can remember. Yeah.
Are you in a relationship? Are you married?
I am not married.
Okay.
My marital status is single.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship with my creator. It's my creator. We're doing very
Okay.
well.
Now that you're in a relationship with your creator, so how are you going to run your paro?
No, I'm in a relationship with my creator. That has not to erase the fact that I could be in a relationship with someone. So sometimes some things are just very some things are better left unsaid. And let me just say some things are just spiritual. You don't need to just that's
all
it.
right.
I know you are getting to, but I got you. I got you.
All right,
got
all
you.
right.
So,
Thank you.
yeah.
So, what's your Instagram handle? Your Facebook handle?
My Instagram handle, call me Gaga. So call underscore me underscore Gaga Gagaa.
Okay.
Yes.
How about your Facebook?
My Facebook, Ogaga Daniel Asagba. Then I have the Gaga TV on Facebook. You could follow Gaga TV, Gagaa TV.
All right.
Yes.
How about YouTube?
YouTube, I will advise people not to go there for now because I'm not really very active. I'm there, but I'm not really very active there. I intend to be very active there very soon, but stage by stage, so I'll get there.
All
But
right.
yes, but regardless, it's Gaga TV on YouTube.
All right.
Yes.
TikTok account?
Jambu Daniels 007.
All right.
Jambu
So, are you
Daniels.
active on TikTok?
I'm now becoming active. Like I said, for you to thrive, you need to work with, you need to
the
thrive. So I'm
trend,
trying to
yeah.
be all of that, trying to work with the trend.
All right. That's
Yes.
so awesome.
Yes.
What's your advice to those watching us today?
You need to be very sure that acting is your talent. It's just like in music. So because I love music, you see it. You sometimes you think it's a guarantee for you to sing well. Because I see people ask, I like to be famous. You think it's a guarantee for you to be an actor. It doesn't really work that way. Like I said, you need to be very sure that your calling is to be an actor, that you are a talented person. You see yourself that you can act. You need to be very sure. Secondly, you need to have the passion for it. You need to have the passion for it because sometimes it's not all rosy. Yes, you might see all of that
Paparazzi
luxury,
and
paparazzi on internet and all of that. But trust me, it's not all that rosy. You might get there and you might not even get to be on set for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, sometimes 1 year, and you're like, how are you going to even survive? You need to be a plan B for all of that. What if I'm not called to be on set
Yeah.
for 3 months? What is your second plan? My plan B was to be a scriptwriter, a screenwriter, which is so while I'm not on set, I'm writing.
Okay.
So that sustains the lifestyle to a very large extent. So I'm writing as it were. You need to put yourself out. Like I always stress on that. You need to put yourself out there. You need to go for auditions. So if you say I can act, how do I know you're an actor? Thank God for the social media space. We got the Instagram, we got the TikTok. Just do a random monologue and put on your page. And it's one of the problems we producers or directors do complain of. And they say you're an actor, go to your IG page, you don't see anything that reflects that you're an actor. You are seeing your lifestyle, you're doing shaking bomb on internet. So I kind of know you're an actor. Reflects all of that because your Instagram for your Instagram or your Facebook, Instagram especially, forms your profile. It forms your CV. You want to be an actor, let your Instagram reflect that CV that you're an actor. You want to be a musician, let your profile reflect that you are a musician. You understand? You need to work like these guys. You need to know their story. Like, it was really very easy. They didn't just get up there and just say, maybe you see people like Bobby now. You think that Bobby just got into Lagos and just, he had his own story. You didn't just see Brashagi, look, he has his own story. You need to understand that it's part of the process. That is the process to getting there. So when you have all of these understandings, you see that it becomes very easy. Like I said, do not be scared of criticism. It comes. You might do very. Someone will just tell you that this guy you're acting now, whack acting. Like, how do you even? When do you make you even come this kind of space? And you might be depressed. You might say, I don't want to act again. So that's why you need to be better. You need to prove a point to these guys, because it's you against the world. It's you against the media. And what I do not joke with, have your God, like hold your God tight. My brother would say that you get to a point in life, there's that you hold your God strong, or hold your juju strong. I hold my God strong. So you need to get to a point to be very spiritual, that's what I'm trying to say. So in doing all of this, you need to hold God very strong to actually help you be a guide to get to your path, be a light to your path, to actually lead you to meeting these guys and doing very well. So yeah, that's it.
Gaga,
Yes.
so tell us that thing that people do not know about you.
Should I say it here?
Why not?
But people do not know that I sing very well.
Okay.
Like, so I sing, I dance very well. I play musical instruments like the keyboards. I play bass guitar. I play sax. I play clarinet,
Wow.
flute or recorder. I'm like a church guy, so yeah. So I did all of that growing up. So yes, I do. I play this instrument. The other thing people did not know is that I'm a virgin.
What? Come again.
Why am I coming again? I said I'm not. I said I'm a virgin. So I should come again. I don't understand. Yeah, but can we just move on from that topic? So not.
No, I'm surprised.
Why?
Like a grown-up man like you, you're still a virgin.
Life is not balanced. I think I've heard of that before.
All right. So if we are to call on ladies out there to come and prove you
You
wrong.
should prove me wrong, but I'm here.
Okay.
Anybody that can prove me wrong, I'll give the person 20,000 naira.
Wow. I like this.
I will make it 100,000 naira if you can prove me wrong.
Whoa. I think I love this. Thank you for coming on today's show.
Finally.
Thank you
Thank
for
God.
coming on today's show.
You're welcome.
We are so glad to have you and would love to have you again some other time.
Okay, now.
All right. Thank you for staying true to the end of today's episode. We'd like to see you next time on our show. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and comment below. Share this video with your friends.